today we're going to be customizing this WINX doll. This WINX doll, I'd already nearly finished customizing it when I started recording, and mainly she needed shoes. So I took inspiration from Hexgen, who I think often uses pins as heels, and because this doll has such rubbery legs, it's quite easy to insert the pins right into the shoe rather than into the shoe base. And then I used some little balls of Milliput to secure the pin into the shoe and also already kind of build the heel of the shoe. I am using this little metal tool and some water to really smooth it down and secure the shape. And the thing is that I ended up sculpting quite blocky heels. Even though the sturdiness of the pin would have allowed me to make pointier heels, I don't know why I chose to do that. I just kept going. I just kept working on it. And I found it quite hard to film the sculpting of the heels, so that's why you're watching me paint them now. I'm using a mix of white, fluorescent pink, and yellow to mix this color that is quite close to her hair color. And I made sure to mix enough water and medium into the paint to get a really nice consistency that went on smoothly and didn't leave too many brush strokes. And you can also see I'm going in quite thin layers. And then the other shoe, for some reason I picked two different colors. The other shoe is matching the kind of corally peachy pink that's on the flowers on the dress. And yeah, I mixed that with, I think, the same colors, just in different proportions. I wasn't exactly sure how to explain what steps that I took on this doll. As you can see, I sculpted her shoes on and I used the pin as a base. I used that bit of epoxy sculpt. I'll probably explain this in the video better. For her dress, you can see that there's a seam here. Let's put her arms up. There's a seam here. And there's a hole in the back. So this piece had a cut down the middle, and for the rest I just kind of traced the shape of her front and back. This is a tiny little gathering stitch, and then these are just very gathered strips. There's 3 strips of them here. And those are sewn on. Then for her hair, I only rooted the part lines. Let's get her arms out of the way again. Oh, first, for the dress, this is just gathered by a thick thread. You could do an embroidery thread. I just sewed it through. I started here and sewed it up in a zigzag motion, and then took the other end and also sewed that up in a zigzag motion, and then tied it at the top, just to make a really easy closure. Her hair is rooted just around the edges and then braided. You can see how I grab little pieces and gather them, and her scalp is just painted pink. You can see how I haven't really rooted anything in there because her head is so small, and if I wanted to braid it, I'd have to really... You can see that the braid already turns out quite tight just by thoroughly rooting the edges and the part line, and then it's secured with thread. This doesn't look very neat, but it works. I tried to use the closest matching thread I had. Then for her face, I again used no black. This green, this like sagey green, is mixed by using an ultramarine blue and a lemon yellow, I think. Or it might be also a warm toned yellow, but I used a blue and a yellow that leaned away from each other so that the green would be more desaturated. I think I used a fluorescent pink to mix her hair color, and then I mixed a darker color and a lighter color. And if you look closely, you can also see that like around her eyebrows and around her lashes, I mixed a color similar to her skin tone. I think I also did that at the little upper bits here, but I'm not 100% sure. For her lashes, I really did just paint her lashes a bit messily with this dark pink, and then cleaned it up with a small brush and the close to her skin tone color. And then I glossed her eyes and I glossed her lips. You can see on her Cupid's bow, I also cleaned up the shape a bit. And then I didn't know what color to paint her shoes, whether to match the pink on her dress or the pink of her hair. So I did one of each. Not sure how I feel about it, but she's finished. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll show you a final reveal too. But that's my detailing of how that I put her together. Thank you. Again, a little final reveal of Una next to my WINX Club doll. This one does not have a name, and I don't know what might be a fitting name for her, so let me know in the comments if you have an idea. And again, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you tomorrow if you wanna watch another video.